Everyone always picks on Fluttershy by MomoSplash. Big Macintosh shoved his length into Rainbow Dash and came just as the doorbell rang.
Who in tarnation is that?
He grumbled and wretched open the door.
Pinkie Pie, it's 5 a.m. What in the world are you doing here? Screw that, why are you even awake?
I'm sorry, I couldn't wait till tomorrow. Here's an invitation to my party. Are there other ears too?
Big Macintosh glanced behind him guiltily.
They're incapable of moving at the moment, but I'll take their invitations for them.
Okie dokie, see ya.
Big Macintosh closed the door and turned back to Rainbow, Twilight, his sister, and Rarity lying on the floor with cum gushing out of their snatches. He laughed and whipped his cock out for another round.
I wonder why Pinkie only invited us and not the rest of the town like she usually does.
Twilight commented, while walking with the others over to Pinkie's house.
Maybe it's another one of her super duper strange cupcake testing parties, and she doesn't even and she doesn't want the whole town to get a sneak peek of her new recipes.
Rarity suggested.
Makes sense.
Rainbow agreed. Spike rapped on Pinkie's door, and she swung it open while shrieking.
Surprise! I present to you, drumroll please, Fluttershy a law mode.
Law mode.
The pony's eyes widened as the sight of Fluttershy bound on the floor with her belly swollen with colts.
What? Since when was Fluttershy practice?
AJ gasped and prodded Fluttershy's bulging stomach. She's not! I simply shoved the CMC in there, and you guys are here to see the rebirthing. And then, with the hell of Big Macintosh's monster cock, we could screw her till she could barely move.
She looks like she can barely move now.
Rarity stated.
Nope, she can watch.
Pinkie ran up to Fluttershy and shoved her to her feet. Fluttershy moaned and took a few steps before collapsing on her side.
See? Perfectly mobile. Now gather around for the rebirthing.
Fluttershy let out a few shaky breaths before spreading her legs and pushing weakly.
Oh, it looks like she needs a little help. Rainbow Dash?
Pinkie said, gesturing to Fluttershy's bulging stomach. Rainbow grinned and launched herself onto Fluttershy's stomach. The shy Pegasus screamed and her eyes rolled back in her head as Scootaloo flew out of her stomach. The young Pegasus gasped and stumbled around blindly until she knocked into Big Macintosh.
Look at her. Blind as a newborn puppy. Can we fuck a Pinkie?
AJ asked. Pinkie nodded enthusiastically, and Twilight and AJ dragged a struggling Scootaloo to the back of the room.
Okay, I'm gonna cast a spell that gives us temporary cocks, okay?
Twilight giggled.
Sure thing.
AJ said, smirking. Fluttershy's legs flailed in the air as Apple Bloom and Sweetie Belle fought each other to get out first.
Oh dear, this birthing is going by way too fast. He'll end up in bind premature?
Being premature, I think he meant to put.
Being premature.
Rarity mock worried.
Let's shove him back in there.
Big Mac laughed and then forced the two fillies to slide back into Fluttershy's pussy. So weird.
Oh my god, I'm dying.
She shrieked.
Please,
The ponies ignored her, continued shoving the fillies back in.
It must be really warm in there at that.
Spike said slowly.
Maybe I'll take a look.
He shoved his foot into Fluttershy's gaping vagina, and soon the ponies couldn't see him.
How is it?
Really warm, and man, Sweetie's pussy is so tight.
He groaned, and they could hear Sweetie Belle crying as Spike shoved his scaly dragon cock in and out of her. Suddenly, Fluttershy jerked spastically, and she began to foam at the mouth. She gasped and went silent. She wasn't moving.
Oh my Celestia, she's dead!
Rainbow screamed.
Chapter notes. I know that's kind of brutal, but then, well, that's what I was feeling.